Hey everyone. Hey, it took long enough, Maria. Just kidding. I was too stoned earlier, so I was hoping you'd take a bit longer. So I'm going to do a little commentating. Just getting it all set up. So last night, is he here yet? Yeah. Yes. Hello, Debbie. How's everyone doing? We got a few people in here now. So after I was done last night, I was doing some stuff around the house, and I clicked on Terry Lynn's. And right when I clicked on it, I could hear Doom talking about his dog and saying something about he didn't want to tell Terry Lynn. And I'm like, oop, this is going to be good. So I ended up listening to it for a while, and then I ended up rewinding it and recording it on my phone because I just, like, why would you bring something like this to YouTube? I don't know if anybody else heard it, but I guess he's got two dogs. I don't know. He's got an 8-year-old dog, no idea the breed. And he's got a husky. Doom's got a husky. Because those two things go well hand in hand, right? So I was going to commentate on a bit of that. And then after he talked about that for a while, I noticed Mims jumped in the chat and started beaking off, demanding a link and wanting to go up. And because Terry Lynn wasn't answering her within seconds, she was threatening to go live on her own channel. And so finally, when they let her up, she started talking about how we were live at that very moment. This was probably like an hour after I was done my live. Mims is all in a panic saying that we're live talking about them right now. And I'm sitting there listening to it, and I'm like, I'm not fucking live. Like, that was so long ago. And of course, it didn't really surprise me because Mims is like got a bunch of air in her head. And so she started going off about how Maria was using my channel to bitch when I'm the one that started my live on my own. I didn't ask anybody. I was just getting annoyed seeing everybody going after Maria when there's bigger things to be looking at. And I don't know what everybody's obsession is with Maria. Hey, Cooch. Everybody's coming in now. Hey, Dee Dee, Debbie, Sweets and Beyond, Wendy, all of you, hi. I don't know if you guys like get a list and you can name everybody off, but I can only see the comments, the people in the comments. So hello to 53 of you. I really just wanted to touch on the whole dog thing. I think it's something that should be talked about. Like, I can barely manage my dog. I couldn't imagine two. And he's the one that sits on his ass all day doing absolutely jack shit. Yeah, using anyone to bitch is a joke. She is really skilled enough on her own. What a hypocrite she is. Mims is always bitching. I know, sometimes I think Mims wishes that she had Jules' issues. Like, all of the people that go after Jules, I think Mims wishes that was her. Just so she could be some sort of attention. So I have to play this from my phone because I recorded it on there and I didn't want to email it to myself. Mims is never happy, no, because Mims likes to be miserable. Like, at least Jules has, like, can try and play it off that she wants to be happy, but just never seems to be that way. And it's weird too, because like you guys will listen to this, but when Dom is talking about his dog, Terry Lynn's like, it's like she's trying to form a sentence, but she just can't get it out. Like, maybe, I don't know. People say she's on drugs. She must. She must. All right, I'll get this one ready. Okay, so you guys tell me if it's too quiet or not loud enough, and I'll try and figure it out. But I think it's on as high as it can go. So this was last night after my live. Poor dear. Yeah, Mims will be as bad as Jules if they don't get in a fight and Jules shuns her, which that would probably be Mims' best option. I don't know. Okay, let's see.
Who feels guilty?
You going to bed?
Yeah, because y'all made me feel guilty.
For what? Why do you feel guilty?
I'm going to start from the very beginning. It's just a couple seconds.
Who feels guilty?
You going to bed? Yeah, because y'all made me feel guilty.
For what? Why do you feel guilty?
Well, I was going to tell you, Terry Lynn, so you're going to hate me for this, but I am actually sending the husky to a sanctuary.
So everybody hears this, right? That he is, in fact, he's saying in the beginning that he is, in fact, sending his dog to a sanctuary. I guess in nice words, but that sounds like the pound to me.
Why?
Zelda is showing signs of aggression towards Sheba. And I don't know why all of a sudden she's showing aggression, but she keeps lunging at Sheba and trying to grab her legs.
So normally when a dog starts showing types of aggression, it's because they're pent up, not getting enough exercise, not getting outside enough, not getting the correct attention that they really should be getting. You know, like Zeus. I walk him in the morning and I walk him when I get home. And I am very thankful that I have a dog that doesn't require a crazy amount of exercise, agility, stuff like that. You know, he's had his knee problems, he's had his surgery, he's got arthritis, you know, he's on CBD, pain meds. He's a happy dog. He really isn't, you know, hurting or anything like that. The winter's a lot worse than summer, but he seems to get better every year. But, you know, dogs need exercise. Dogs need to get out. So when he says, "Oh, I'm not really sure where this came from," well, maybe you should try finding out where that came from. Maybe look at how you live, you know? Let's see, it's not exactly 30 seconds. There's no set time. You just have to show educational purposes or other fair use stuff. Yeah. Well, around 30 seconds, I stop and talk, whatever. All right.
And I'm afraid that Zelda is going to injure Sheba really badly. I don't know what is going on. I don't know why she's doing it. But Sheba is now afraid to pretty much go anywhere.
So what, now his other dog's being terrified because he's not correcting his other big dog? Huskies are really dominant. They're very hard-headed. They're very stubborn. You have to be really alpha and be the dominant pack leader. And I just can't see this dimwit doing any of that. So I wonder what went through his head when he thought, oh, there's a husky online. I want to buy that. If you went a few minutes, a strike would not stand, but you must feel comfortable, obviously, so don't worry about the exact. That's good to know. 30 seconds seem to be a bit short. And I noticed that other people, when they play stuff, they go longer than 30 seconds. So who's on? It's Dom, Terry Lynn, and Jules on panel. When he said that he was going to be bringing his dog to a sanctuary, Jules' jaw did drop. Obviously, she's not happy about this topic. So instead of trying to educate him or find solutions for him, she just mutes herself, jumps down to the chat, and starts talking about her own problems. And I just hate how JJ stops every 20 seconds because she likes to talk. It's got to be more about her than anything else. Fair use, I suppose.
But it's not just that. Zelda is showing aggression towards everything. Food, attention, toys. She's showing aggression even going outside. They are separated right now, Yasmina. I don't know what happened, why this is going on. Well, I already took her to the vet, Margene. The vet checked her out. The vet said she's fine.
If my dog started acting out as aggressive, I don't know if the vet would be the first stop that I would make. And I don't know what his income situation is. I have no idea. But it sure sounds by this whole video that I have that he has spent a lot of money where I just can't see it. And there is people in the comments that, that are trying to advise him that his dog has claimed him. And I think it's all about dominance. A husky is a different type of dog. Like they have their own mind. They don't want to be told what to do. They are very hard-headed, And someone said it here, beautiful darkness. You can't just get rid of the baby. You need to dedicate a ton of time on training and reinforcing the training. Like has he even tried to done any of that? Has he? Like it pisses me off. I don't even care if this was someone else. And if it was someone that I knew, I would tell them. Put time and effort into the dog. Check back in a few months. Like, my dog's not perfect with other dogs, but I don't put him in those situations. The times that he has been around other dogs and he gets in a scrap with one of them, first thing I do, I leash both dogs, and whoever I'm with, we take them for a walk together because they learn to be more of a pack that way. Like, are you doing anything like that? I doubt it.
But for some reason, she just has a sudden hatred for Sheba, and I don't know why. And Sheba is a senior dog. No, Zelda will be a year-old in June.
Not even a year old.
It hurts me, though. You're going to miss the baby.
I know. I love Zelda. No, it's only towards Sheba.
Okay, so you guys heard that right. So now the aggression is only towards the other dog. First, the aggression was towards multiple things, trying to justify that, the anger that his dog's having is towards everything. He's trying to make it look better on himself. So right there, he's lying. So he's just spitting out excuses to justify what he's doing is right when it's not. what you should be doing is, instead of being on YouTube telling your friends about how horrible a dog owner you are, maybe you should be contacting trainers and speaking with them and getting some classes done. Or can you not afford that? You know, like, and I know this is going to cause a lot of uproar with me, you know, because I made a GoFundMe for my dog years ago, and that makes me a horrible owner. If anything, I was exhausting all my options. I don't care if it made me look bad. If it helped my dog get what he needed to get, then fuck, whatever. But I've never had so much conflict about the GoFundMe being made for my dog than I have on YouTube. Like, and these people don't even know me. Fair use.
Zelda is only aggressive towards Sheba.
What's the age difference, though? Damn it, I wished I could freaking have
There's a
one.
6-year age difference. But Sheba already came from a bad situation, Terry Lynn. I told you about that.
I know, but what if she thinks that you're gonna?
Well, I can't risk injuring Sheba because Sheba is, you know, almost 8 years old now. She's not young.
So is he saying that this Shiba dog is the 8-year-old dog? Is he saying that that dog is only aggressive towards his husky? Is there conflict going on in the chat that I don't see? I'm watching her little comments now, and she's offering up info on Maria. See him. Yeah. Both dogs do need to be socialized, and I guarantee they aren't. How come I don't see Cow666 in the comments? Okay.
And any injury in a senior animal is not good.
His dog's at 8. Zeus is 9, and he had, in the last 2 years, he had 6 surgeries, which the majority of those surgeries were the most recent. My dog's 9.
It's gonna break my heart.
I mean, this is not an easy decision. I
know. That's what I'm saying. Are you sure, Dom, that you can't?
Now, just listen to Terry Lynn. It's like she can't get a sentence out.
Hell, I might come up with the wrong solution. Oh, God.
Well, Rebecca Wells, I found a sanctuary just for huskies. It's 2 miles away from me, so it's not like I can't see Zelda whenever I want. But they're husky specific.
How is that fair to the dog? Oh, I'm going to give you to this rescue, and you're never going to actually find a home, or a sanctuary, sorry. So the dog's going to live at that place for the rest of its life, and it's not even a year old? Like, do they rehome dogs? You think a sanctuary, you think, would be to huskies that can't be trainable, that just can't live in a home situation. So they live in a sanctuary. I've heard of cat sanctuaries because there's an overpopulation of cats. So they do sanctuaries for cats. And then to just be like, oh, I can go see the dog whenever I want. So you're just going to continue to go back and forth and confuse the dog. People actually let him on their panel. I know. It's the same with Mikey. Like, why do they let these two on panels? Like, I can't even believe that he brought up his dog and how he's giving him away because of some pent up energy. Like, grab your balls, pick your pants up, and be a man. And tell your dog that you are the dominant one, that you're the pack leader. You know, Huskies do have a high drive and are very vocal. Yeah. They are not apartment dogs. They are not basement suite dogs. They need to live on an acreage and have a job. Like, my friend's got a husky, and she longboards that dog like 10 kilometers each way, twice a day to get exercise. And that's still not enough. Like, they're not easy dogs. I could never own a husky ever. There's no way. Hold on a sec.
I found a sanctuary just for huskies. It's 2 miles away from me, so it's not like I can't see Zelda whenever I want. But they're husky specific.
This is where Jules comes in the chat because she's been muted this whole time. She starts going in the chat and starts going off about, I guess I'm being trashed by Jolene. How will I ever move on? And Jugs is still up on panel, not talking about drama. Mandy says, I need more mental health. Like, so the animal advocate who advocates for animals has a perfect opportunity to educate somebody that she knows and is friends with about how to care for an animal. So, but instead, she'd rather sit and go into the chat and try to turn the whole thing about her. Like, does nobody see this about her? There's a rescue for a Great Pyrenees. Someone we know wanted to adopt one. Oh, and that's another animal that I would love. But they need a lot too. Like, I don't know much about those animals, those dogs. I know that my friend's got a pair and they run away constantly.
And, you know, maybe they can help, but they told me that if Zelda keeps showing aggression like this and Shiva isn't doing anything to correct her, it could lead to a very bad situation.
I'm just scared that she's going to think that you let her go again.
Well, you know, I'm waiting.
Terry Lynn's worried about what the animal's going to feel. Like, why aren't these people helping him look for trainers? It's not hard. Trainers aren't even that much. They aren't really hype, just dumb. They have terrible recall. Chantel, you think huskies aren't hyper? Just dumb and have terrible recall? I think huskies are very intelligent and are very stubborn to listening to what they are being told. Isn't she the one who shot her dogs? Allegedly, yep. Yep.
In the pros and cons, Terry Lynn, and like I said I am thinking, and right.
He didn't say he was thinking. He said he found a animal sanctuary for his husky, and that's where it was going. That's what he said. He never said he was thinking. This dude needs to think before he speaks.
Now I've got to think of what's best for both of them. You know what I mean? I can't have one in constant fear, yet I can't have the other one thinking, you know, she can get away with everything. I've already tried to correct her. It's not working. She's ignoring me. So I don't know what to do.
She's ignoring you because you're a PAB. Isn't that what you always call everybody else as a PAB? Your dog's not going to listen to someone he doesn't trust. Your dog's not going to listen to somebody who's insecure and irrelevant. Huskies are very smart. You are very dumb.
Has to wear a muzzle right now, Margie.
What? She does have to wear one?
Yeah, she has to wear a muzzle in the house.
So,
I wonder if he knows how damaging it is to have a muzzle on a dog all the time. Muzzles aren't supposed to be worn for long periods of time. This is something he could be telling Jules too, but she's not. She's more concerned about whether Mandy knows more about mental health than her or not, or if Mandy's a doctor or just a pharmacist. That's what she's complaining about. And Jules also mentioned she let her therapist know tomorrow about what's happening tomorrow. Like, these people are just, like, they're all made for each other too.
what are you gonna like? Damn. Sitting here going, Vixie has
Well, I'm talking to the sanctuary. So right now, you know, we're going to see if they can correct her behavior because she's not listening to me. But they've already told me that if she's not listening to me right now, she probably never will.
That's a complete bold-faced lie right there. There is no sanctuary dog trainer, anybody, that would tell somebody that their husky is forever screwed because it won't listen to their human. Like, you just got to have one look at Doom and you understand the situation that the dog's in. Like, this dude, I don't understand. How does nobody ever call him on his lies? Especially Jules. She constantly goes on and on about how she spent years helping animals and fostering animals, and whether it's cats, dogs, whatever. How is it that you are ignoring this situation right now that's going on right in front of you? She's more concerned about her own problems in the chat that really aren't problems. She's just making problems. Ugh.
Because huskies apparently have a thing that once they think they're the alpha, they'll just run with it.
I've never owned one. I mean, I just don't know. I don't know a lot about them. Oh wait, what? Dude, oh shit. Okay, gotcha. I did not know that either.
Has Terry Lynn made one sentence that's like understandable? Has she said one thing yet, other than like random words here and there? And I don't know if he can be reported to the SPCA. I was told by somebody that he kicked his dog on Terry Lynn's panel, that there's a hole in their fence and their dogs get out all the time and go running rampant and the cops bring them back. But to kick your dog on a live stream, you're pretty dumb. Huskies are very active. The dog doesn't want to just sit around in a creepy basement. Exactly. And I don't know why Terry Lynn talks like that. She just, I don't know. It's like she's got 1,000 things she's doing and she just can't focus. But I know she's uncomfortable with what Doom is doing to his dog. Because later on she talks about it a little bit.
Still playbook, okay. Kind of only had labs.
Well, this is my first time owning a husky.
And
I did read up on everything regarding a husky, but books don't really prepare you for the dog dynamic.
So is he admitting there that he only got the dog for looks? That the looks fooled him? I know, poor dogs. It frustrates me. I hate when people talk about their animals like they're just items that they can get rid of and feel no shame. Yeah. Instead of taking him to a rescue where he can be rehomed with a family that's suitable for him, he's going to take him to an animal sanctuary or a husky sanctuary for his own needs. A husky that's under a year old. I don't know if a sanctuary would take an animal unless they had connections with rescues. Mandy, let me be nice. I've been taking the high road because I simply don't engage with unwell people. I won't stoop to their level. Okay. Well, if he's being aggressive with the dog, that could be where the dog is getting it from. Yeah, totally. Doesn't Doom live in a basement suite? Oh, I bet huskies are amazing animals. They're just a lot of work. I wouldn't even own a husky. Like, they're a lot of work. They're a beautiful animal, and they are very loyal. And he does, Christine. He sounds like he's lying. Probably is referring to a shelter that doesn't want to admit it. Yeah. I highly doubt he's even looked into anything. I doubt he's taken his dog to the vet. I doubt he's taken his dog to any type of trainer, any type of facilities, nothing. Why don't you consider putting your dog in daycare during the day if you're just going to sit on your ass and do jack shit? Yeah, a sanctuary is for an animal that is later in life or doesn't have the capacity to live in a home. And that happens. There's cat sanctuaries that are just like that. You know, cats are too overpopulated, so they've made sanctuaries.
I tell you what, I have a little one that would like to have a husky, but now knowing what you just said, I don't think I would want one. No. Not if they would eat your cats. Yeah.
Where did Doom say anything about eating your cats? So, like, has Doom talked to Terry Lynn about this already? Has something else happened? Why, like, where were cats brought up in this? But Jules is an idiot because technically a pharmacist is a doctor. They have a PhD. I know. She's really dumb. She's really dumb. Really dumb. But she did. She said to Mandy, you're not a doctor. Aren't you a therapist or a pharmacist? And then Mims comes in all in caps. She's a two-faced bitch. Where the fuck is this bitch? Did she come in here? Like, she's like a pocket pit bull. That's what Mims reminds me of. She blows at like anything. She acts like a little pocket pit bull but can't do shit. So he never got the dogs trained. Nope. Yep. Chantel says, I highly recommend doing dog training for anyone who has dogs. Yep. You should do dog training like every year. You can always catch up. And it's not, you don't even need a dog trainer essentially all the time. You know, you learn stuff, you look on YouTube, you look in books. I have lots of books. Anyway, my dog just got a puppy and read up on the breed he wanted and researched everything to make sure it was a good fit for him and the family. He's 16. Exactly. 16 years old. And knows and can do that. How old is this kid? He's 20. Great subject. My boy is 2 now. And I started training him from day 1. He's a great boy. That's great, Patrick. That's like Zeus. He's, ever since he was a puppy, he doesn't go to the bathroom in the house. He doesn't jump up. You know, worst, people come over, you know, knock on the door, and he barks. That's it. But it doesn't take much to train a dog, especially when the dog is eager to learn from you. And he's just making it difficult. Doom's 40. Oh, wow. So chances of him reproducing are unlikely. Dee Dee. Mims is a flip-flopping, unhinged bitch. So there's that. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
No. Gotcha. She owns Animal House in Michigan. But maybe it just needs to be a one owner dog. Like, no more other dogs.
Hint, hint.
Does that make sense or no?
Yeah, it does. You're right. I have to correct myself. You're right. I was talking to a husky behaviorist, not a trainer. Sorry.
Ooh, now a husky behavioralist. Right. So Tara Lynn's pretty much telling him, if you get rid of this dog, don't get another fucking dog, you moron. That's the best you could have done.
But this is a behavioral issue. And they told me if she's not listening to me correct her, she probably won't listen to me in the future.
Because he's always going to be a bitch. That's why. See, people meet him and they know. They know exactly what we see.
I've done everything I can to correct her behavior, but everything that I try does not work. And the one thing I refuse to do is get, I've had people tell me, well, you just need to tap her on the nose or, just flop her. No, I'm not going to flop an animal. I'm not going to tap her on the nose.
No.
What's wrong with disciplining your animal in a correct and healthy way? Everybody's... What? Christine dropped the link for the husky. Who's the husky? This guy is making things up as he goes along. Yep, he is. Caesar Milan isn't even the greatest. If you don't work and live in your mom's basement, you shouldn't be able to own an animal. That's not a responsible owner. Nope. Yeah. Huskies are very active dogs and need lots of activity. I don't even own dogs, and I know that. Exactly. Everybody, it's common sense. And obviously he's an animal hoarder. How many cats does he got? The guy can't even take care of himself. So can you imagine what the litter box looks like in the inside? The dog's probably shit everywhere. And then to the yard, and apparently he's got holes in his fence, so his dogs get out all the time, and the police bring it back. Like, my dog, I don't even have a fence. And if my dog didn't come to me calling him, I'd freak out. I'd stress. There'd be no someone will bring him back. I'd be like, oh crap. There's tons of things that can happen. Cars everywhere. Like, he has yelled crazy at the dog, but won't take advice from a trained person. Yep. You can't yell at your dog from your stinky ass computer chair and expect your dog to stop doing what it's doing, knowing that you're not getting up off your ass to correct it.
I'm just saying maybe she just needs to be in a one owner home, like no other animals.
She's so dumb. One owner home. One owner home. She needs to be in a one owner home. You know what I mean. No other animals. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm working with the Husky Rescue. I'm going to take her in next week. They're going to evaluate her and see what she does.
Huskies are beautiful. I will say that. They are beautiful dogs. But that just was like...
I don't want to get rid of her. I love this dog. This dog is adorable.
God.
She's adorable.
You didn't get that dog while it was young. When you rescued...
So why get rid of her? She's adorable. He doesn't want to get rid of her because she's adorable. Some eye candy on his arm when he takes her for walks. What?
She was 6 months when I got her.
Yeah.
And like I said, this just happened out of the blue. So it's not like it was ongoing. It's just something changed. I don't know what changed. But for the past week and a half, she's been lunging at my German Shepherd, and I don't know why. My German Shepherd cannot come near me. My German Shepherd cannot go near the food dish unless, I'm there. She cannot go near the water dish unless I'm there.
Sounds a little dramatic. So he has a husky and a German Shepherd, two very large hyper breeds who need a lot of attention and a lot of training. Doom, out of anybody, Doom, Dom, whatever the hell he wants to be called, owns a husky and a German Shepherd. Does that sound right to anybody? And if your dog can't go near the water or the food, maybe you should separate their food and their water. Put them in different rooms. Can your dog even drink water with a muzzle on? Well, at least you're home all day to make sure nothing happens to the dog with the muzzle on.
Zelda is, this is like a whole new type of husky that I got. All my animals are spayed, Miss Mickey. Zelda got spayed 2 weeks after I got her, because I ain't gonna have no dang puppies. I don't want no puppies. I don't want no kittens. I don't want anything.
Does anybody know where he got his dog from? I just can't even see him paying to get his dog spayed. I just can't. I can't. Oh, I guarantee his place is too small for those dogs. If he was to have the correct space for his dogs, he'd need to have like acres of fenced in yard. Like I don't even look up what a husky needs for in care, because that's just not something I would ever do. Having a pit bull was hard enough. Actually, he's really good. It's all the opinions that people have and the comments that people make when we're out. But I only hear that stuff. He doesn't. So I don't need to get upset about it. I just laugh at it because I know what he's like. And my dog, he's up to date, healthy. He's great. So anybody that wants to come back after this and bitch that I've asked for money to help with my dog, well, yeah, I'd rather take asking for money than giving my dog up to the local shelter. That's for sure. My dog has been with me for 9 years. He's bonded to me. I don't think he'd do well living without me. I go away for a day and he just sleeps his day away until I come home. Like this guy, he has all the time in the world to be training these dogs all day, every day. And he doesn't do it. So what's the point of having dogs if you can't even care for them?
Yeah, she will, Mayor. Yeah, I've had to do that, Margene. I've had to do that. But I've never had to do this before, so I don't know what changed. And that's what's really bothering me is what changed. That's bothering me. Like she was never this way before. It's just all of a sudden, poof.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about huskies. I've never had like a territorial animal like that ever.
Well, Lisa, I had her checked out. Okay, I had her checked out. She went to the vet last Friday because I had to take Tony to the vet. I took Zelda to the vet. The vet found nothing wrong, took x-rays, did a...
took x-rays because his dog was lashing out at the other dog and being possessive. So we took him to the vet and he got him x-rays. I don't know how much x-rays are in the States, but here they run about between $250 and $300 for x-rays. And a vet visit, walking in the door is over $100. Dom, I'm going to call him Dom. Dom needs a muzzle. Yes, he does. Because he can't even keep his lies straight. Like, how are you going to explain this one now? He's just going to ignore it?
Full checkup on Zelda found nothing wrong. Tony, on the other hand, has to go in for a weekly ear cleaning, and he's on
Exactly.
I'm trying to word this properly. He's on stuff to make him go poo easily, more easily. Because he's constipated. Tony constipated.
Give him a onion ring.
They're so weird.
Give Tony an onion ring.
Yeah.
So, if I was having to think about giving my dog up and losing my friend, that would be a really hard conversation for me to have. And he starts talking about how his dog has a constipation problem and needs something to help him relieve his bowels. And then Terry Lynn turns into a giggling little child and then tells him to give his dog onion rings. Were those guys not shitting on me for giving my dog a Dorito? You know, I'm not against giving your dogs human food once in a while. But if your dog already has intestine issues and you joke about giving them human greasy ass fast food, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, but it won't smell good. You guys, I'm gonna drop into the chat because I can't sleep tonight.
No.
I'm
I'm
tired.
tired.
See, you shouldn't have eaten that popsicle.
Hey, the hospital, that was a long time ago. So off to the blue couch I go. I'll see you in the chat.
Oh my God. I cannot believe she just ups and leaves us like this.
And she didn't say a single thing about him giving his dog away because he can't handle the stress. What animal advocate is like that? Right, Christine? Yeah. Has them both in the car, both took him to the vet, and nothing. Normally, you don't go to the vet to get help with your dog's issues with training. Onions and garlic are actually dangerous to dogs in high quantities, very high quantities. Like if a dog was to eat a bunch of garlic cloves. But to give a dog an onion ring, it wouldn't hurt them. It might upset their stomach, depending. I'm just amazed that Jules hasn't said a single thing to him about what he's choosing to do. Isn't calling him out on any of his shit. She calls everybody out on everything. Every little thing that she can do, she calls people out. So why is she keeping her mouth shut with Dom? Because she doesn't want to fight with him? Because they need each other for certain things? Because say if Marianne or Maria had, say she was in this situation and was going to give up her dog, like I'd give her options. I'd give her resources. As a friend, I'd try and help her out because I know it would kill her to give away one of her animals. Penelope. So it's actually recommended to take them to the vet. Sometimes they can show aggression if they have a medical condition going on. Yeah, that's true. Although I'm hoping that he is using a basket muzzle instead. Yeah, who knows? I don't know. He doesn't explain what type of muzzle he's using, but to put a muzzle on a dog for long periods of time is just not okay, especially in a house. The other kind, because with a basket muzzles, they can pant, drink, take treats still. Yeah, muzzles in general are stressful. Zeus doesn't like them. If Zeus has to be around another dog or whatever, and I've got a muzzle for him, he's got a basket muzzle. And if, when I put it on him, he knows what it is. He doesn't like it. He cowers. I hate putting a muzzle on him. It's not, I don't remember the last time I even put a muzzle on him, honestly. But he tries really hard to get it off. So any type of muzzle's not enjoyable. Yep. He's just dumb. It's getting close to the end of it.
It's a 90 ring she wants. Wait, 110 pound weight. And it was because we changed certain time. Oh.
Like, what's she talking about? What's Terry Lynn talking about?
Okay. Maybe you need to change the food eatings.
Food eatings.
See, I don't know. I've never had a problem like that.
I never had a problem like that either, so I really don't know what's going on. The vet checked her out, said nothing was wrong with her.
I'm with beautiful darkness. Like, maybe, do you have a fenced-in yard?
I don't want to get rid of her.
Do you have a fenced-in yard?
Oh, we all know about the fenced-in yard.
So I think what he's implying there to what I was told earlier is he's got a hole in his yard, his fence. So if you've got a spot that the dogs can get out and it could be a potential dangerous situation for them, why don't you fix it? You're a man. Do you not know how to cut wood and create stuff to keep your dog safe? That would be the first thing on my mind, is making sure the dog's safely secured so I don't have to worry when the dog goes outside. Zeus doesn't go outside without me. When he wants to go outside, I go outside. If he wants to play outside and go rummage in the bush, I go outside and I go rummage in the bush. Same when he goes out at night just to go for his pee. I let him out. I stand at the door. I wait for him. I can't just go inside and go about my business and just hoping that he's not down the road weaving in and out of the cars or whatever. I really hope he gets the fence fixed ASAP, because the dogs get hit by a car or even encounter another dog with behavioral issues. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I think he's already had an incident with his dog and the cat. I don't know. Terry Lynn kind of took that one out of the bag.
I don't want.
Do you have a fenced-in yard?
Oh, we all know about the fenced-in yard.
Yeah, like put that, like. Trying to think here.
Thinking doesn't do her any good.
Yeah, I just let Zelda run around in circles in the backyard for about 5-6 hours a day. All she does is go around in a circle.
No.
So he lets his dog run around in a circle, and that's all she does. Isn't that, Penelope, is that not a sign of issues, behavioral issues or confidence issues? There's something. It's like when a dog is confined to a crate for years and being bred. That dog will go in a circle nonstop because that's all they're used to, and that's all they think they can do. Isn't there, like, if he's just running circle and circle and circle? Yep. Yeah, I figured.
I don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. I mean, you rescued the baby. Martine's being for real. Everybody's being for real.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I got Tony and Sheba first.
Oh.
And then I got Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. January.
My labs are my
I
favorite.
got Zelda 5 months after I got Sheba and Tony.
Shit. See, I don't know a lot about.
Oh shit. Terry Lynn's trying to give her advice, but you gotta, actually be able to say sentences in order for people to understand you. I'm a strong believer in rehoming dogs to good homes or rescues when you cannot provide them what they need in order for them to thrive. But it's very selfish to not prepare prior to getting a breed. Yep. In this situation, the dog is better off in a rescue that is good with huskies, because I don't think he can ever give any type of animal a good home. Ever. Anybody has seen that ashtray that he has. So obviously he smokes continuously throughout the day in that house with those animals. And it's not like, Jules, where she smokes in her house and she's got 2 cats. He's got 2 big dogs. Who knows how many cats he's got. It's disgusting. And he's already proven that he doesn't leave the house. Like, does he not live with anybody else? Considering he's had this dog since 6 months, though these aren't born with issues, in my opinion. This is something that can be nipped in the butt if handled appropriately. The dog is so young. Yep. But yet he is just so confused as to why his dog is acting this way, because it never used to act this way. Maybe your dog's just getting fed up. And right now he's taking out his little aggression on the dog. Maybe he'll take out his full aggression on you. He's disgusting. He's got a jizz cup that he keeps beside his bed. He's joked about it. He's apparently joked about hitting his dog on panel. He yells at his dogs. I know that if I get really frustrated or I'm like, arguing or whatever on the phone or whatever, and I'm getting like a high angry voice, my dog cowers. Like, he's super sensitive. Like, all dogs are sensitive. Dogs can read emotions better than we can.
It's nothing.
Yeah, Kelly, I have to take her on a long walk every day. Oh my God. You know what it's like walking a husky for 2 hours?
No.
It's not a pretty sight.
And if he thinks walking his dog on a leash for 2 hours is going to do anything, I can't imagine he's got much of a pace himself. Take your dog to a park. Get your dog a ball. Put him in, like, I don't understand why more people don't put their dogs in doggy daycare. It's great for the dogs. Great socialization. Great exercise. Penelope, I have a pit healer and American bully, 2 of the most hard-headed breeds. Both have issues, but they thrive because I provide them with an environment and enrichment needed for them. Exactly. Yep. I walked Zeus at least twice. I've got a big yard. If he seems amped up, I take him out. I exercise him. He's 9 now, so he's slowing down a lot, but he still acts like a puppy. You bring him home a toy, and he is excited for over an hour.
I just feel bad. Oh, I don't watch that, bimbo. Sorry, not sorry. Because I don't know who she thinks she is. And plus, when you call a friend of mine Holly White,
It is like nails on a chalkboard.
So, yeah. I think, but I want a Belgian Malinois, and now I'm like, I don't even know if I can handle that shit. But no, I would like to have a husky. No.
What?
Wait a damn minute. Wait. What?
You know what? Jolene
So
is
now I can't with this shit right here.
and I can't with Mandy, okay? I can't. You know what? Mandy is a flip-flopper. She got upset because something happened one night in here, and then all of a sudden she was.
It didn't happen in here.
After he stopped talking about the dog, I didn't care anymore. But I think later on he goes on about his dog a bit more. But yeah, the fact that he was right at the very beginning of the conversation. Yep, I've got a home ready for him, a sanctuary. I've got him for a sanctuary. It sounds like you need to go to the fucking pound. You lived there for a bit. Whoever raised you didn't raise you very well either. You know no manners. You have no social skills. None of them do. All three of them. None of them do. Terry Lynn can't form a sentence if it was to save her soul. Doom can't care for anything, let alone even himself. And Jules is too wrapped up on the internet drama to even give some pointers to her friend about a dog, since she knows so much. Like, these people are all a bunch of hypocrites. Like, get a life outside of your screen. Get a hobby. Go volunteer somewhere. Feel good about yourself. Surely you can't feel very good about yourself when all you do is wake up and think yourself, what am I going to do today? I would love to feel like that. I'd love to be able to do that. Terry Lynn is so disorientated. She is. It's like she's been smacked in the head a few times and she's at that Daisy stage. Kept saying sanctuary, then ended up with a rescue. Yep. And his hobby is being a pervert. He's too busy trying to point people out like me, trying to find problems wrong with me. I call people out when I feel like it's a matter. You know, when it comes to animals, yeah, I'm going to talk on it. I care deeply about all animals. And you can run your mouth and say I'm Jeffrey Dahmer, or I abuse animals, or I killed my rooster. Go ahead. It makes me laugh. Because I have enough people on here that know who I am, that's all that matters. When you bring your personal life into this and it's jeopardizing other living animals and things, people aren't going to bring it up. Jules should have, but she doesn't care enough. No, he definitely knows the difference between a rescue and a sanctuary. He said a husky sanctuary. He found a husky sanctuary only 2 miles away from him. I couldn't imagine. You know, Brooke talks about when she's on her way to work and she sees like these hogs or an alligator. Holy shit, if I saw an alligator on the road, I probably would have crashed. Those things have such big mouths. Dom is still currently running from Roadhog, whom he used to call Daddy. Okay, dude. Mandy, it sounds like I don't know you that well, but it sounds like you've got a voice. Therefore, you're gonna piss Jules off. And if you're pissing Jules off, well, then it's like a domino effect. That's like what Jules and her friends are like. The moment Jules flips her lid, they all fall down after her. It's like one after the other. It's like she has them all programmed to be angry when she's angry. And that's exactly what starts. And like, did it not bother Dom at all that, his supposed friend gave him no advice to his dog? No pointers? If she was my friend and told me that she was a dog rescuer and worked at shelters and all this stuff, I would go right to her actually instead of a public platform on Terry Lynn's panel. I don't know how they do it. I don't know. I don't get it. If I was ever considering getting rid of an animal, talking about it online would be the last spot I would go. I would totally be up for going to a rescue, but it'd be scary not knowing what type of dog you're getting. I would also be interested in doing like a seniors program where you foster seniors. See, Penelope, there we go. Exactly. Same. If Dom came to me too and asked, I'd probably give him info and I'd probably research for him in his area because it's the dog you care about, not the dumb owner that can't do it in the first place. And that's me too. Unlike them, I try to be cordial with everyone until you piss me off. I can't follow people like that. Fucking sheep. Exactly. I try to give everybody the time of day. But often when they come from that side, they don't last very long. It's got to be very rewarding fostering animals, but also very hard. I follow this couple on TikTok where they take in special needs rescues and they foster them until they find their perfect home. And their longest foster was 5 months. I just don't know how I could not keep the dog. I would foster dogs if I had more time. That's what I always think about it. Like when Zeus passes, I really feel like I need that bond with a dog, like because I've had Zeus for 9 years. He's been like man's best friend. I've done like almost everything with him. I've traveled to California with him. We've gone to the beaches. We've done incredible stuff together. And when he passes, I think obviously I'm going to need time to mourn him, and who knows how long that'll be, but I'm going to have that big void, and I know I will. And mentally, I find that a dog really benefits me. And I sometimes wonder if getting over him will be getting another dog. Like I went to a psychic once, and she talked to me about Zeus, and she said that I don't know if it's true or not. I'm always intrigued by these people, and I like to hear what they have to say. But they say that Zeus his dominance is going to calm down, so he won't be so bad around dogs. My neighbor's got a big pitty mix, and very young, just under a year old, very hyper, very submissive, and he's been trying to encourage me for them to meet up, and I just don't want to take that chance. And I know how much Zeus hates a muzzle, and I don't like putting him with a new dog with a muzzle on, because then he essentially can't protect himself either if something was to happen. But so they meet through the fence, and their noses can come right through the fence. Like if Zeus wanted to, he could bite his muzzle really easily, and vice versa. But they're good. You know, Zeus is wagging his tail, he's wagging his tail, he's super hyped up, he licks Zeus in the mouth. So that means like he's submitting to Zeus. And Zeus doesn't do anything, and he shows nothing. But I know that in dog world, the dog's just got to do one thing that we don't know about, and Zeus, you know, retaliates and gets protective. But I don't think my dog also needs other dogs to make him happy. You know, like he's got his chickens, he's got his ducks, and he loves them. He tries to play with them. He does his thing where he bugs them too. Like it's not always easy, but it's super rewarding owning a dog. Right here. I wish this community wasn't so terrible. I have so many stories. I know what you mean. You can't say anything without it being twisted. It's like when I come on, I always try to be very careful how I word things, because things can be turned and twisted so easily. Like they did that yesterday when Maria came on my panel and she was talking about everything. I believe they took two conversations and they cut them and they put them together to make Maria say something she never fucking said. You know, and even though it's easy to like fix that, it's a pain in the ass. What doesn't Penelope do? It's a see what drag fest tomorrow. No type of drag fest is going to make that woman realize ever since her ex came on, it just made all the points about Siwa true. She just feeds off attention. It doesn't matter if you're saying something super horrendous about her. She's going to turn it around and make you feel sorry about her. You know, Penelope, there's like a waxing studio that's hiring here. I deliver to them all the time. They like me. I can put a word in for you. We could do the whole 90-day thing. Like, look at Debbie's on it, and she came to Canada. Why couldn't you? Penelope is a man of all trades. Well, it's like it's 20 after 8 here. I gotta get up early. Start a GoFundMe. Fuck, I'm on it. I'm good at those. Woman. I do love me a good sandwich. You don't need one, but you like one. All right, I've got a doctor's appointment early ass crack of dawn tomorrow, and then work. You know, I wish that I had all this free time like Dom has. I'd be training Zeus so much. Good night, my American wife. I always stay out of trouble. I think I actually met my future wife today. But I think it's also highly inappropriate to use their phone numbers for my personal agenda. All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening to my little rant. I'm passionate about animals. So, 911. So I'm curious if he'll hear this and have a defense. I'd like to hear his reasoning. Yeah, well, weren't you talking to me about some gorgeous guy that you liked the other day? All right, guys. You guys have a good night. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay.